Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a new marathon by Phil. Thank you so much, Phil, for sponsoring this one. This one is called just Randomness. These are just, I think, pieces that Phil really enjoys and wants me to react to. But there's a little bit of information here. We're gonna do 4 songs and then at the end a video. And basically just Phil says randomness. So I'm sure that these are just personal favorites. So let's start it off. We're gonna do the first song is gonna be by Peter Murphy. I don't recall doing Peter Murphy on the channel. A Strange Kind of Love, from the album Deep, 1989. It says here, former lead singer and songwriter for Bauhaus and a goth rock icon, Peter settled into a successful solo career, and I think that Deep is his best work. The entire album is excellent and deserves a listen, as this is late 80s alternative music at its finest. All right, so we'll get into that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you recognize any of the artists on the list, if you clicked on the video, I appreciate it. Thank you again, Phil, and thank you everybody for being here. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. So here we go with Peter Murphy. I got it right here already pulled up, and let's see. Here we go.
A strange kind of love, a strange kind of feeling.
Wow, that voice
Swims through your eyes. And like the doors to a wide, vast dominion, they open to your cries.
Wow, his voice is more beautiful.
This is no terror ground or place for the rage. No broken hearts, whitewashed lies. Just a taste for the truth, perfect taste, choice and meaning. A look into your eyes. Blind to the gemstone, alone, a smile from a frown circles round. Should he stay or should he go? Let him shout a rage so strong, a rage that knows no right or wrong, and take a little piece of you. There is no middle ground, or that's how it seems, for us to walk or to take. Instead we tumble down, either side, left or right, to love or to hate.
Wow. That was amazing. I loved the acoustic, like the way, first of all, his singing, that voice, it reminded me a little bit of Neil Diamond, like the deepness. And, but I love the lyrics. And I love that it was only acoustic guitar. I think I tried to really like figure it out, but because there was a good layer of sound, I think I heard a mandolin. Then I think it was a 12 string or maybe two acoustics. And that was just like, the bass right there, the mandolin and the acoustics. So I really don't know. But then at the end, that was, I think, an oboe. And I don't know if it was a real oboe or if it was a keyboard. You don't really know nowadays. But beautiful, just rhythm, no drums, no bass, just the acoustic guitar, the voice, the mandolin, providing that rhythm. And it reminded me a little bit of like songs like, like Led Zeppelin, the way they would like Going to California. I remember listening to that and looking up the instruments, and that's how I kind of like. And then when I saw it perform live by Get the Lead Out, there was so many guitars involved, like a 12 string, an acoustic steel string guitar, a mandolin. And I loved also hear the at the end, he kind of like the orchestration applied to the song. Beautiful lyrics, beautiful voice, the whole thing. Very a little bit darker. It's not like a typical feel good, it's still beautiful, but in a more obscure way. Excuse me. This was great. Thank you so much, Phil, for the introduction. Definitely gonna listen to this again, and especially with Alexia. She loves and I said, Neil Diamond because she loves Neil Diamond, and because of her mom, and she used to listen to that a lot. That's how I know it, Okay, so next up, Prog Icons Genesis. No Reply at All is the song. I've never heard this one, but I just did a song for JK from Abacab 1981. This is Phil Collins, Genesis. Great. I love, all versions of Genesis are very enjoyable. I have to say, for me. So it doesn't matter, I love Gabriel era. I love the prog stuff, but I also love the more lighter stuff, and even some of the pop stuff. It depends, So this is one of my favorite pop era songs from Genesis. The use of horns and the super catchy melody make it a standout track for me. Awesome. Let's get it. Let's get into it. I said it just a couple of days ago in the live we did with Just JP. Check out his channel. Genesis was pretty much, it was Steely Dan and then Genesis right down here. Those were my two favorite, new bands that I've discovered as long as we've been doing this channel. And so let's give it up for, Phil and the band. Mike Rutherford, the bass player, wrote this one. It says here. So I think this is when it was only them three left, but I could be wrong. I'm going to look it up while the song is playing with you. Let's give it up for No Reply at All.
But I can hear my voice shouting out. too stubborn to say the buck stops here. It's not the one you're looking for. But maybe deep down inside I'm lying to no one else but me. Oh, but my back is up, I'm on my guard with all the excess sealed. Listen to me, you never listen to me. Ooh, and it seems there's no way out. I've been trying, but we cannot connect. And there's no reply at all. There's no reply at all. There's no reply at all. No reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, there's no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening?
I mean, you simply can't go wrong with Genesis. Like, yes, obviously it's very different from Fourth or Fifth or whatever, or Carpet Crawlers or The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. But hey, this is still I mean, if you listen, I just love Phil Collins's voice. That's first. That's the first thing that makes me like the song. The second thing is that the drumming is literally like complex for a pop song. It's really like way out there, like, I mean, it's not just like a pop song. It's not like 4/4, this is complexity. And then the bass, I mean, Mike was playing all over these lines. The chord progressions are just super, even though it's pop, and it sounds catchy, that da 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 da, Tony Banks literally doing like the whole, kind of like synth, and the trumpets, very obviously it's just a product of its time. It sounds that it comes out of the 80s, and it sounds great. Like if they would have still be playing, progressive stuff from the 70s, the band wouldn't have survived, because people didn't want to listen to that, I mean, or maybe, yes, there's some, Genesis purists that only listen to Peter Gabriel era, or pretty much when they ended up as a trio, they stopped listening to Genesis. I would never do that, because it's still great music and I can appreciate it. And I can appreciate my jazz fusion, which is pretty much 13 minutes of solos and bass solos and drum solos and no lyrics at all. But I can also appreciate this. And I don't know what it is about them. Genesis it just sounds good, and it makes me happy, It just works. It's Phil Collins. His drumming is exceptional. Mike Rutherford on the bass. Amazing bass lines and playing and improv, And Tony Banks, doing what he's doing. Like, yes, I love his classical stuff. I love his long, progressive stuff. But hey, this is also good. I'm sorry, it's just, that's the way I feel. And I remember listening to this kind of Genesis, and the first song I listened to was Land of Confusion. And that's pretty much what I thought Genesis was, like, okay, it's a very pop, rock sound. And I was like, I don't know why all my favorite bands, like, Dream Theater and Symphony X and, Shadow Gallery, why are they all obsessed with Genesis? Because it sounds so, like this, because of their early stuff, so I get it. But honestly, I do like this, there might be some, some other songs that I maybe not get into like this, but this is still very, very good. So that's all I have to say. I'm a Genesis fanboy, you know, and I'm just happy to be able to hear new stuff, even though it's from the 80s, you know. But hey, this was very good. So thank you, Phil, for showing me more Phil, yeah, Phil Collins and the band. All right, so this one is gonna be super cool. So Alexa, she's a huge fan of the Smiths. I've heard some Smiths, not enough. I think we saw a movie called 100 Days of Summer. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a guy who pretty much only listens to the Smiths on his, I think he has a Walkman. And he runs into this girl and they pretty much date for 100 days. And it's just a beautiful movie. It's hilarious. And that's how I know of the Smiths, because Alexia got pretty much obsessed with them. So this is the Smiths, A Girlfriend in a Coma, from Strange Ways. Let me see. I got it here on my list. Girlfriend in a Coma, Strange Ways, Here We Come, from 1987. So just, yeah, that it's from 87. I'm sure I don't know this. So it says Girlfriend in a Coma has seen critical acclaim from Mara's guitar work and Morrissey's witty lyricism. It has since appeared on multiple compilation albums and has been ranked by music writers as one of the band's best songs. All right, let's get into it. And Alexa's going to be very jealous that I'm doing the Smiths without her. So here we go. Let's pull up the lyrics.
Girlfriend in a coma, I know, it's serious. Girlfriend in a coma, I know, it's really serious. There were times when I could have murdered her, but you know I would hate anything to happen to her. No, I don't want to see her. Do you really think she'll pull through? Do you really think she'll pull through?
That voice.
Girlfriend in a coma, I know it's serious. My baby, goodbye. There were times when I could have strangled her, but you know I would hate anything to happen to her. Would you please let me see her? Do you really think she'll pull through? Do you really think she'll pull through? Let me whisper my last goodbyes. I know it's serious.
Wow, why is it not longer? Like, this could have been at least 2-3 minutes longer. I loved it. Now, I don't know, like, did he put her in that coma? Because when he says, you know, I would have strangle you. I love his voice. Like, every time I listen to the Smiths, I'm like, wow, his voice is just wonderful. And I get, you know, the acoustic, you know, the arpeggiating here of the acoustic guitar, beautiful idea. It reminded me a little bit of something from before, you know, like Cat Stevens, kind of like. I loved, you know, the orchestration in the end, but it could have been longer. It's great, you know, but I would have loved it to be longer. This was really, really good. Great lyrics, you know, kind of like dark, very dark in a way, because yes, it's serious, but you know, he's almost like, okay, she's good where she is. That way she's not with anybody else. Yeah, really dark lyrics, but yeah, very cool. Like you said, very like witty, and yes, I love the chord progression. Really, really cool. All right, so Fleetwood Mac. This is a live. I've never done Fleetwood Mac live. This is I'm So Afraid live from the 1980 live album. Let's see here. Let's take a look real quick. This is in Cleveland, Ohio. And cool. 8 minutes and 24 seconds. This says here, Phil, this is Lindsey Buckingham at his finest. Also one of his best guitar solos. All right, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. You know, for him to take a solo. I'm down. Here we go. That sound. The tone. Nice. Great tone on the guitar. Nice. Also the drums. Christine on the keyboards. On the Hammond.
I've been alone all the years, so many ways to count the tears. I never change, I never
good.
will. I'm so afraid the way I feel. Days when the rain and the sun are gone, like his night. Aching his torn at my
Holy moly. I mean, wow. Just the solo, because that's literally that was obviously the highlight of the song. That is how you escalate, that's how you get to that moment. Where is it? Okay, so first of all, I looked up the this is the original lineup. Not the original, but I guess the lineup that everybody is most familiar with. Lindsay on the guitar vocals, Stevie Nicks on vocals, Christine McVie keyboards. Beautiful way of just elevating the song with those Hammond keyboards, or whatever she was using. And then John McVie on bass, and then Mick Fleetwood on drums and percussion. So I loved, first of all, the whole song had like a Pink Floyd vibe that I loved. It was just like the singing was obviously very cool. I love the backing vocals here. I think it was Christine, if I'm not mistaken, but could have been also Stevie. I'm not sure. And then just the whole song, amazing. But then when the solo starts, the way he plays, just more like a melody, slow notes, very dramatic. And then he gets to that level where he's like, those repetitions, that triads and bends and stuff like that, and more speed. And because it makes the solo obviously more dramatic, speed can be used as that. I've learned that when I started to play guitar, and people would be like, never start right away with your best licks or whatever, whatever you have in your arsenal. You keep that for the end. Like when people are like, literally when you got their attention, then you can start using your licks and your faster stuff. But get them in there, get them to make them comfortable with your solo, your improvisation. And I started doing that, and it always worked, very slow, and get their attention. And then when you get like, I don't know, like 20, 25 bars of music that you can solo over, you don't start like immediately like playing fast, because that is just boring. The people lose, the interest in the solo, because it's, well, if you do it at the end, you just, you work up that solo, and you work it up, and then you start doing the that kind of stuff, because then it actually works. Then it's effective, because like I said, speed can be used as a very dramatic tool in guitar playing. So it's really cool to learn how to play fast, but not just so you're like noodling around like a maniac. No, use it for a specific time in the solo, where it works the best. And obviously that's the way he did it, because he's a pro. Awesome. I love that this is a double album, and there's some dates from 77, 78, 80. This one was on 80 on July. I think it said July 4th or something. But yeah, amazing. Fleetwood Mac. And then I saw something else that they play. I thought this was a Judas Priest song. The Green Manalishi with the two-pronged crown. I've heard that before. I didn't know that was... Oh, okay. It's right. I think it's somebody... It says here, Green. So I don't know who that is. Because I've heard Judas Priest play that live on their... what is it called? Their album Unleashed in the East. And I've also, I think they played it live when we went to see them. But yeah, okay. So now let me take a real quick pause. I'm gonna pull up the camera. One moment. All right. So this is the last video of the marathon, and this is by Lara Fabian. And this is called Jesus Malade. I think that's the way you pronounce it. And this was filmed, this is live in 1999. I got the YouTube link right here. We're going to see it in a second. And Phil describes this as Lara is a Belgian and Canadian singer-songwriter who sings both in French and English. She has inspired many singers, including Dimash, which we do have a video on the channel of Dimash, and is known for emotional performances. This is one of her best. All right, so let's check out Lara Fabian, and I have it right here. Let's make it right here. Here we go. Enjoy. Beautiful.
Je ne rêve plus, je ne fume plus, je n'ai même plus d'histoire. Je suis laide sans toi, je suis sale sans toi, comme une orpheline dans un dortoir. Je n'ai plus envie de vivre ma vie. Ma vie cesse quand tu pars. Je n'ai plus de vie, et même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare. Quand tu t'en vas, je suis malade, complètement malade, comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis malade, parfaitement malade. T'arrives, on ne sait jamais quand. Tu pars, on ne sait jamais où. Et ça va faire bientôt 12 ans que tu t'en fous comme un rocher,
Wow.
comme un péché. Je suis accrochée à toi, je suis fatiguée, je suis épuisée de faire semblant d'être heureuse. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits et tous les whisky pour moi ont le même goût et tous les bateaux
Wow.
ton drapeau. Je ne sais plus où aller, tu es partout. Je suis malade, complètement malade. Je verse mon sang dans ton corps et je suis comme un oiseau mort. Quand tout
Oh my God.
je suis malade, parfaitement malade. Tu m'as privé de tous mes chants, tu m'as vidé de tous mes mots. Pourtant, je crois que j'avais du talent avant ta peau. Cet amour m'a tué. Si ça continue, je crèverai seule avec moi, près de ma radio, comme un gosse idiot, en écoutant ma propre voix
The lyrics.
qui chantera. Je suis malade, complètement malade, comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je
Wow.
suis malade, c'est ça. Je suis malade, tu m'as privé de tous mes chants, tu m'as vidé de tous mes mots, et j'ai le cœur complètement malade, cerné de barricader ton temps
Holy moly. Jeez. All right, so because there's 1 second left, I'll pause it now. Holy moly. I mean, the way she was like in a trance at the end. She's like almost like awakening, you know, waking up from the trance she was in. Wow. Like the lyrics are just, obviously I'm happy that I'm in a, you know, happy state because that would have devastated me if I would have watched this in a, I don't know, you know, a different state. Beautiful. The delivery, the lyrics, the intention, the expression, like the way it was so dramatic and but so, you know, you could really see that she was going through something there, you know, for real. And I love when the band basically, you know, let her do the a cappella. Oh my God, she just killed it there. Like wonderful, beautiful. And she's, I mean, obviously a beautiful person, you know, and I mean, it's just a joy to watch her, you know, do her thing. It was wonderful. Really, really extraordinary. Like I can see how she inspired many people, you know, to sing and but yeah, and then again, also like French is such a beautiful language. It's very, to sing something like this, you know. I think if in English it wouldn't have sounded like this. Just wonderful, and I love that I could read both, you know, the French subtitles and the English. Man, what a performance. I mean, yes, she deserved that standing ovation. I wish I could have seen, that's the thing about YouTube, that they cut the videos short, you know, but I loved the way she just stood there like, wow, like what just happened, you know. Beautiful person, beautiful talent, wonderful you know, performance, and just gorgeous piece of music. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Phil, for playing me this. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back with you. All right. Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Phil, for this amazing marathon. I really had a great time. All these tracks had something very, very special. Peter Murphy, I love him. I love his voice, the deepness, the seriousness, you know, of the lyrics. Beautiful guitar work here, acoustic perfection. I loved it. Genesis, I mean, what is there to say? You know, they're always great. There has to be still the song that kind of like where I say, okay, I don't like it that much. I've said that before when we did when we reacted to a full album. It just was a song that was very repetitive, but hey, I still love them to death. Still literally one of my favorite new bands to listen to in the progressive genre. The Smiths, I love the song. Great. I love his accent. I love his lyrics, and I loved, you know, the dark side of the song. But yes, it could have been longer. Doesn't matter. Maybe the live version, you know. And then Fleetwood Mac killing it there, a live version, beautiful, like Floydesque or Floydish or Floydian, you know. Maybe, I don't know if they were inspired by that. I mean, Fleetwood Mac, they're so original and so amazing in their own right. You can't really compare them to anybody else. They hold themselves, you know, in their own right, perfectly fine as an amazing band. I mean, they're just phenomenal. That's another band that I've discovered through with the channel, and it's just amazing. Everything they do, every single damn song I listen to by Fleetwood Mac is amazing. This solo was beautiful, just the way he structured it, the way he, you know, performed it. and the whole song, you know. And then, oh my god, this singer here, from this Canadian French singer, she was just something else. Lara, I think Lara Fabian, Jesus Malade. Oh my god, that was just amazing. You know, like I said, you know, if I would have been in a like sadder state or something, which sometimes, you know, people can find themselves in, I don't know, I might have lost it, but I'm happy I didn't. You know, I lose it a lot on, you know, on this channel, and you know, I'm a big softie when it comes to music, and that's just how it is. But hey, again, thank you so much, Phil, for this amazing marathon. Thank you for reaching out, you know, for sending me the email and the request, for sponsoring this video. I appreciate the help, you know, everyone. Oh, if you only watch the videos, if you sponsor them, if you like them, if you comment, all that helps. Thank you so much. So I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed, and take care.